What do you mean you think the birds and the bees conversation is about intimacy? What do you mean? Fucking boomers. No, it's not about whatever combination of those hand signals you prefer. That's not what the birds and the bees Sit down, sit down. Come on, let's do this. The birds and the bees. The full thing is the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. Because it's not about intimacy, it's about compatibility. All relationships need to be symbiotic or they are not sustainable. If a bird makes a nest on a flower, it will kill the flower. Do you understand? When bees make a nest in the tree, it is because the tree is supporting all of their weight but getting nothing in return. And that relationship can only last as long as the tree can hold up the bee's nest. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, it is about what will you be giving them that they need, and they will be giving you that you need. That is the foundation for a functional relationship. It's give and take. You're both exchanging. Otherwise, it is a non-sustainable relationship. And sure, bees can make a nest in a tree until one of them passes away from old age. If it's a strong enough tree and the bees are careful enough about where they make their nest in the tree. But that doesn't mean that it's a good relationship. Birds will eat insects and protect the tree. The bird protects the tree from pests, and the tree protects the bird from predators. Do you see where we're going with this? A relationship can only be beneficial if you're both helping with something the other one can't do well on their own. Otherwise, it's parasitic and destructive, and it will not last. If you want to find somebody to be in love with forever and ever and have a healthy, happy relationship, you have to understand that you will have to give just as much as you take. And that it has to be, for example, I can't stand the sound of vacuuming, so my wife does the vacuuming. My wife, however, cannot stand the dirty dish gunk, like dirty dishwater is hit for her. So I do the dishes. Do you see where it doesn't bother me to do dishes? I don't care. I change most of the dirty diapers in our relationship because I don't have a great sense of smell. It doesn't bother me, but it bothers her. You see where we're going here? Just because it doesn't seem like a lot to you, but it means a lot to them. Same thing. Bees get nectar from flowers. Flowers like, that's nothing to me. What I need is someone to spread my pollen. The bee's like, that's nothing to me. And that's the best form of relationship, where what you give is not a big strain on you. It's not, oh, I can't believe I have to do this. This is such a chore for me. But oh yeah, you can have that. I'll do that all the time. Some people, for example, love cooking and will happily cook for their partner. Other people hate cooking and would spend an inordinate amount of money on fast food and takeout. Do you see where we're going here? That's how you get into a beneficial state. And sure, sometimes people are like, neither one of them wants to cook. Nobody wants to fold laundry. There are some things nobody wants to do, all right? But that's just how it is. If you want to have a relationship that really lasts, look at this prospective partner and ask yourself, what are they going to ask of me throughout the years? Do you see where I'm going? Sometimes they want you to be funny. My wife loves that I'm funny. She's an overthinker, and I make her laugh, and I distract her, and I'm there so that she can be grounded in reality. And me, I don't take a lot of things seriously. Left to my own devices, I'll surf pink note to pink note on, say, bills. I'll be like, the electric company doesn't care when you pay your bill. If it's late and there's a $5 fee, that's worth it for not paying it for 3 months for me. I'll still pay it. My power has never been shut off. That's not a problem. My wife, however, sees that and makes noises in her head. I'm like, okay, well then you handle that if it bothers you. I just hand her my paycheck, and she loves that. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I'll have, I don't spend a lot of money on myself. And these are just some examples. You need to figure out what is it that you as a person will provide for a partner that they will value, that doesn't leave you drained and exhausted and overwhelmed. Okay? All right. Good talk. I'll have to make this a whole series because apparently a bunch of you need a dad.